It's the Fun Box Podcast. 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 It's the Fun Box Podcast and stuff.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fun Box Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Webb.
Yo.
Episode number 23. Woo! That's the headphone amplifier. There we go. Episode number 23, everybody.
Big 23.
Check us out on YouTube.com. This is if you're watching this, you already know. Spotify as well. We just got on Spotify, SoundCloud. You can listen to other past episodes we did way back when I first tried to do this. Just to get some plugins out of the way, Friday the 13th, John Colson is going to be on from the Poorhouse, and I'll be performing there in April. March 14th, I'll be the judge for an air guitar competition at the Winchester in Lakewood.
Nice.
It's gonna
I should go to that.
I turned down a DJ gig to do that. I figured he's like, oh, don't turn down a gig if you're gonna get paid. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be a judge for an air guitar competition. I'm not missing that.
Put that on your
That's
resume.
the payment. It's just being there.
Yeah. So what's the bad thing about that? Anyway, so today, episode number 23. Switch up the format. Our special guest today is Matt Kelm. Woo. How are you doing, dude?
Good. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, man. Today also I have I guess a fart button pusher and a co-host.
Many buttons to push.
He was on episode.
I got like 24
He's more than
buttons.
farts.
What episode were you on? I can't remember.
Oh, it's
It was
13.
Whatever. He was Abysmal Beard, Holland Huff. That we cannot post his name online for searchable reasons.
Whoops.
But we could say and talk about his origins of where Holland Huff came from all day, but we cannot talk. We cannot type it in.
What'd you go with? H asterisks?
Yeah. Yeah. H asterisk FF.
But yeah, it's the extreme paranoia and such. You know.
Yeah.
Super worried about it.
Yeah, the people. They will find you and they will hunt you down in the middle of the night.
And steal your password.
Yeah, and steal all your stuff. And,
Strong arming passwords.
They're gonna try to rape you. So hide your kids and hide your wives and your husbands. But yeah, we have Matt Kelm here. He is a certified personal trainer at ISSA, International Sports Science Association. He is a trainer at the Title Boxing Club in Westlake. Westlake, that's Brook Park?
Crocker Park.
Oh,
Westlake,
Crocker Park, yeah.
Just before, if you're going to Cleveland, just before Lakewood.
Yeah.
Rocky River area.
Nice.
Avon, just past Avon.
So, man, tell me a little bit about this. Like, you kind of made a whole turnaround a while ago. It's been a while, and you've been on this very positive. Everything you post online has been super positive and inspiring to a lot of people. Even me, even though look.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty close to that
Show
right
the
now.
world, baby.
No shame, can't hide it. But I mean, everybody starts somewhere. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can't run from anything.
Okay, I got some questions. Okay, I'm on I'm doing like a no carb, no sugar thing right now. I'm on day 9. Every time I've done it, I seem to plateau, and I've been faithful, like plateau to where I'm not dropping anymore. Like, I mean, I guess I should be exercising with it, but what's the reason why somebody would plateau from a keto diet? And a lot of people have been asking this, and I don't know. I don't know, because it's screwing me. I'll get on the scale and you get discouraged, so I'm just like not even standing on scales anymore.
Yeah. I mean, the scale can be tough to deal with if you do it often. It's going to lie to you some days. You're going to be doing better than the scale's going to tell you some days. But I guess to go to the plateau thing, I don't know. I guess the body's pretty smart is what I would say. And if you've done this diet consistently, it's going to take maybe less and less time for your body to figure out, all right, I know what he's throwing at me, and I'm going to preserve what I need to preserve to keep what I want to keep so I can function and things like that. Right. But I've never really dove into the keto diet per se. I mean, I kind of probably eat close to that without following
Because I can
guidelines.
imagine somebody like you would need the things that keto says you or like I guess sugar would be bad and all around, but the carbohydrates you would need for fuel.
Yes. The function. Yeah, I'm pretty active with my job and just we're exercising myself. So not have carbohydrates is almost impossible for me to do. I've tried to do that at times though. Tried to go 0 to minimal, and it's tough. I mean, you don't really get anywhere. You stay the same. I mean, you don't get worse, I guess, but you don't get any better.
Does the intake increase at your level? Like I've heard of like professional sports players, offensive linemen and stuff can't eat enough.
I mean.
The level of their activity, your LeBron Jameses and stuff.
One I always think
they can't eat broccoli and chicken breasts.
Yeah, the one I always think of is like Michael Phelps around the Olympics. He's like 10,000 calories a day or something.
Yeah,
and he's like, he doesn't look like he eats at all. I mean, he looks like he eats. He's got muscle on him, but he's not. He don't look like he eats 10,000 calories a day. But yeah, absolutely. The more you burn, the more you can put in, and the more you can, in a way, kind of eat shitty. And I don't want to promote that, but like
LeBron's Taco Tuesdays all over the internet.
Yeah, I'm sure he's pretty strict, but if his kids want to have ice cream, he's probably knocking back ice cream with them. No one's watching it on TV. Yeah. But he's working his ass off the next day though to burn it, and that's why he is who he is. But yeah, you can, if you're working out hard, if you want to get more out of it, you shouldn't eat like a jerk, but you can definitely. I mean, I like to drink beer. I like to eat bad. I go out and don't restrict myself when I go out to eat. I consciously maybe don't have as much as I used to, especially sugar. To go back to what you said, sugar is the villain to me more than anything.
It's interesting, funny. Like with this show now, we've had a recovering drug addict. We've had a recovering alcoholic.
We've had a drug
and
addict
I've been
and a current alcoholic.
And I've been doing things like in the meantime. I have shots of tequila out right now.
Yeah, right.
And
nothing wrong with that though.
But yeah, it's like I don't want to. So people watching, I'm not condoning like. I mean, I'm an American through and through, cheeseburger eating. Mm-hmm. Fatty, lazy American, and
we all are.
But we gotta put ourselves in check. And I just wanna, and like especially with alcohol and all the things, it's so accessible and it's so easy to just go. It's so easy to get fat.
Oh yeah,
so easy.
It's a lot harder to get in shape than it is to fall out of shape or stay out of shape.
Yeah,
it doesn't take any work to get fat, as you say.
No,
it takes a lot of work to keep it off you.
Yeah, and there's a big socioeconomic part to that.
Oh, definitely.
Food deserts.
Oh yeah.
Access, poverty. It's
like
cheaper.
buying
the cost of food. It's a lot cheaper.
It's cheaper to get double cheeseburgers.
Yeah, when I was going out to get like fresh produce and things, and you want nice fresh herbs or nice good oil for your food, I'm spending like $40, $45 to $50 for just one meal or something.
It's gonna go bad if you don't use it.
Yeah.
And as you're driving home, it's 2 for $4 for cheeseburgers on the way home.
Yep.
Like shit, that sounds good.
Quick.
Even though you just bought groceries, you still might pull in there and buy the fast food because you don't want to cook when you get home. I mean, I do it too. I'm not gonna act like
the time's a big part of it for me.
Sure.
Is I work all day and I just don't have that hour to cook the meal sometimes.
The time that you do have, you don't want to devote to cooking and cleaning and prepping food. Yeah, you want to do what you do to unwind in the time that you have.
But that plays into the ball. It all rolls up.
It's never just one thing.
But big props to Rob on 9 days. We tried you real hard on like day 3 or 4.
I was drunk, really drunk.
You didn't
I
cave.
Didn't cave.
You didn't cave.
What were you guys telling? What was the bait?
Oh, this was his keto diet.
What were you guys
trying to break him with? Though?
We get well blasted Saturday night.
Yeah.
And we
blasted.
go back to Brian's house. You start telling us, hey, I'm on the keto diet. Da, 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 da. So Brian starts cooking bagels, a fucking pizza, and
it's like
then
a DiGiorno's
starts boiling bacon in butter and makes a fucking pasta dish with it.
Oh, geez.
So he was trying to give you bagels, pizza, and pasta all at the same time. And you wanted nothing to do with it.
That's pretty strong, especially
and for being real drunk, 3:30 a.m.
Wow,
that's when you cave. I think
that's the hardest thing. Temptation's pretty hard to fight when you're that drunk.
That's why babies happen.
Yeah, very true.
Jeez, that's why you like babies with women you would never talk to otherwise.
Oh man, I feel like I know people that have done that.
Oh yeah,
we all do.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
I think we all know somebody.
Small town America.
Yeah, man, this is Vermilion. Jeez. You can't get a girl or talk to another girl without knowing somebody that's did more than just talk to her. But yeah, that's wild. But yeah, dude, you know that guy? What's his name? He was on Boy Meets World as like the big bully guy. He was the big round guy. He was the big round guy in American History X.
Oh yeah.
He was in Remember the Titans, I think.
Oh, was he in Butterfly Effect too?
Yes.
That guy?
Yes.
He got real creepy
Maybe.
when he in one time. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He has turned himself around a
Okay,
lot.
I know. I saw this the other day on Facebook. I didn't read it. I saw the.
And
on
he
the
was
newsfeed.
a big guy.
Oh,
for 20 so years of an acting career.
Big.
It's almost
I
like
lost
you can't
his,
break that if you're him. You're pigeonholed to being that.
Yeah,
there he is. Ethan Supley.
Yeah, I didn't watch this, but I saw that.
But he's
not just small now. He's fucking looks like
he's stacked. He still has that skin hanging.
That's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, you can't avoid that. Travis Paluch is going to do that. It's wild. I didn't know how much it affects the bones being that big too. How your
when you're
bone,
heavy?
yeah, when
Oh.
you're heavy, your bones get denser and bigger. Like they're ripped. These guys that lose all this weight, they're not only the skin, the rib cage is gigantic. It's wild. But yeah, let me see. I gotta screenshot my screen. I gotta start recording. I forgot to do this. New screen recording. Blah bloop bloop doop boom.
technicals.
Yeah, so he lost almost 300 pounds. It says there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 255. Man.
I couldn't
530.
imagine losing like another me.
Yeah, 275 he lost.
Randy,
There, that's him.
they're poison.
Yeah, he was always a big guy. Everything I've ever watched him on. Now he's just a brick house.
But again, like you were saying, is he going to get any roles now?
Yeah, I don't,
Is he
yeah,
getting-
Yeah,
I feel
he
like
was
he's
typecasted, yeah,
and,
that guy.
yeah. I mean, it's tough. I mean,
I've heard other actors talk about. I heard Galifianakis talk about it, saying he felt for a long time he couldn't lose the weight. He needed it because that was his.
wouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
Chris Farley.
Well,
on
good
and
thing Johnny Trejo can always be that cartel fucking killer or
Danny
something.
Trejo.
Or Danny
Yeah, he can't change his look though.
You're always going to be that. There's always those Mexican guys you see. They're always a cholo gangster or something in every movie.
It's just like embrace it.
Yeah.
That's gonna give you a decent living to a pretty good living. Take it.
Right.
And I was listening to him talk about it. And what advice would you give to because it's got to be hard to pull. It's like turning a ship around when you're like that big. It's almost like you feel like you're past the point of no return because I don't get to that level. I have just a weird way of holding my weight in, and I clench my muscles and I tighten up throughout the day, and I just try to do things differently and eat differently. And that's usually as far as I'll go because exercising sucks. You mean I gotta lift this up and
It's
put
the
it
hardest
down
part.
a bunch of times?
Yeah, I think eating well is the hardest part, but exercise is it's demanding. It's tough. It sucks.
There's like all these people. How it's so discouraging, and then it's kind of I'm not gonna lump them with the category with those people that what do you call them? Hoarders. I think it gets to the point where their depression overtakes them, and it just becomes overwhelming of even kickstarting
Where do I start?
Where do I even begin to start?
Yeah.
So they don't even start ever.
Yeah, it's like what I don't want to take the first step. I don't know what the first step is, so I'm never going to take that first step. Right? Yeah.
And I can't blame them in a way where you're breathing heavy to tie your own shoes
Yeah,
or
stairs are a task.
yeah, and it's it's discouraging for those people. Is there anything that you could suggest, like baby step wise?
I mean, it's like baby steps is the way you got to look at it. You got to start one way. You got to get in somewhere. If you're say you're, 530, I have to use this guy's weight. So it's a extreme example, but I was about 300. Just started walking, jogging, doing things I knew how to do. You know, I played sports growing up, so I've always been a pretty athletic guy. I played a lot of basketball, so it wasn't for me like, all right, I don't have no idea what to do. It was just like to play sports. I lost that outlet after high school.
Right.
And then kind of lost direction with school and stuff like that. Kind of college fell off the rails for me. So I started at a younger age, like drinking kind of heavier, not eating well at all. Like most people who are 18 to 20, whatever, don't eat very well. And then just started slow. You have to start slow. You have to start somewhere. And for me, I'd prioritize jogging and running as the first thing. And then when that got to be a plateau, and then I got bored with that, really, I started lifting weights.
Yeah.
But the thing, like, I guess for me, it really kickstarted. It was like an event. I had a loss in my family, a death in my family that kind of put time in perspective for me. I had a cousin who was 17 who got killed in a car wreck. And just like that, boom, it's gone. So I was like, you know what? If I can sit here and make excuses like why I'm 300 pounds, or I could tomorrow start to do something about it. And people always tell you, time's gonna go, or live like you're dying. But until something happens like that, I guess you don't live that way. I don't know. I feel like most people can't until you're shook. And maybe it takes the doctor saying you're about to have a heart attack, or you might not see your kids graduate high school, things like that, to shake people. It's gonna be different for every person. But I think there has to be a moment of just like clarity, sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, my Fight Club is saying you got to hit bottom, but it's I don't know about that, because
I don't know about that either.
A lot of the times you're thinking when you feel like you could, that because anybody can die at any moment. We can. We're fragile human beings on this planet. A fucking meteor can hit us and we're all dead. You know,
nothing in our control. It could just happen.
Yeah. So what's the point, really? If you have that mentality, what's the point? I've had that mentality for so long, like way too long throughout my 20s, man. And it's, you don't save money, you spend it all. And David Spencer was saying, it's like it's best to live like you're going to die in a month, because at least in a month you do some stuff and save a little bit of money. And
right.
I like that phrase.
But even more so, live like you're never going to die. That's even better, because then you could plan for your future a little bit better, and things like that. Like go to school. I've never went to school.
No, I tried.
Man, planning for my future sounds way harder than working out.
It does. It does.
I would think so. Yeah.
God damn.
It helps me deal with thinking
Sounds
about
like a lot
planning
of
for my future.
paperwork and shit. Fuck.
Right.
If it was like
It's
a
a lot easier to
dollar,
pick stuff up and put stuff down.
if I got $1 for every rep or something,
I tell
I'd be
people
like,
that.
yes.
I use that analogy when people hit the wall, and because
Yeah.
I mainly teach group fitness classes, so it's more about time. And we do boxing rounds. It's boxing workout, so it's 8 rounds. And at the end of each round, we want to try to burn it out. And people are like dead. They don't want to push hard. And it's like, what if we got $100? Every punch you threw from now to the next 10 seconds is over. You got $100. How would you work harder? And some people are like, roll their eyes. Other people work a little harder. So
Right? Like, hit it like he owes you money.
yeah, I've said that before too. If you went and asked people at my job, I don't know, it's just cheesiest. But people like it. People respond to that. They laugh and they have a good time. They come back because they're having fun and they're getting results out of it too.
Well, that's awesome. It's admirable work, I think, and it's something you could, get some kind of gratifying, helping people. I tell my brother that he works with some. He worked at the Veterans Place in Sandusky, retirement center for veterans, and just being like productive in society in some way, just helping people. And he's not getting paid like a crazy, he's just a middle class guy like me, and but I feel he could go home and be like, yeah, I did this. I helped an old man poop.
Right. It's made it more comfortable for those people.
I lifted his balls out of the toilet because they were hanging into the cold water.
And it's the stuff that you'd want people to do for you if you were in that
absolutely.
situation.
I think about that a lot. People are always scary with that Social Security. There's not going to be any Social Security when you're this older. I'm like, man, I fucking hope so, man. Or at least I hope there's a lot of gracious,
Right.
fucking very charitable people when I'm fucking old, because I'm gonna need it, man. I didn't plan well at all.
I have no plan as of right now. For
Yeah,
myself.
that's right. So please, people,
I'm right there with you.
I've got a retirement package, but I've never read about it or interacted with it, or
It's there.
I just got to be a really cool person to all the really young people. So when I'm old, like Bun's kids and anybody with kids,
Right.
They'll be like, "Oh, Rob's he's cardiovascular disorder or whatever the hell," and
it's all right, Rob. You can come over to my
all right,
house.
I'll get you. I'll make you a sandwich. It's okay. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah, and I mean that's the healthcare future. A lot of people in this
Oh,
country
yeah.
are looking forward to.
Unfortunately, yeah.
it's just the gracious, the grace of other people, man. That's what we have to look forward to. Well, that's life already. That's what we all have to kind of do. Be gracious towards each other. The fun box. That's words of wisdom, or not wisdom, because I don't know shit, but words of inspiration from the fun box today.
I don't know.
Be
Being
gracious towards
gracious,
each other.
Their
that
words.
seems pretty controversial. I don't know if
Or just what do you call it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any other words. I didn't get learned too well. I went to Vermilion High
Public
School.
education system.
Yeah. There we go. That's
Vermilion
another
High.
thing.
oh god,
I can talk to Blue in the face about that one. But dude. Anyway, dude, let's do a quick segment. I just wanted to get, because it's always something I never know when to hit the segment, and it's just I have to hit it at some point. So I'm just gonna hit it now, and it's what people do is they post memes on the Facebook group, on the Funbox Facebook
yeah.
group, and it's just the best memes. And Maggie picked 5, I picked 5. She picked 5 of her own, so she.
So you're going in half blind.
We're all set.
I'm going in half blind.
You
We're
don't know
full
what she
blind.
picked.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. We're in the same boat.
But yeah, this segment is called "What's on Your Mind." Now I gotta.
When you're film on your phone and your ass on the couch, take this pic and post it. Yeah, your friends will put back, 'cause there's nothing to it, and Facebook asks you so.
What's on your mind? We were talking about the Fight Club earlier too.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I like the song.
On your mind. But yeah, these number 10 of What's on Your Mind, and Facebook style. This is usually people post memes nowadays. It's all memes, even if it's a comment. It's like in a meme format. So number 10 of What's on Your Mind. Oh yeah, this is an original. How much for a gram? $2.50. If you guys know Graham Panton, that's
250 is way too much. I'm sure you can
That's a
get them
gracious,
for 20.
gracious offer.
yeah. Oh man, number 9. Whoa, it's a perfect moon for whoever to come out. Okay, Steve-O Infinitum posted that one.
That's a good one. I did see that one on there. I like that one a lot.
Number 8. When you take a sip from the beer that everyone has been using as an ashtray.
Oh man,
yeah,
have
that
you
sucks.
actually ever seen anybody do that?
I've done it.
You've done it.
I've done it.
I
Done
have.
it.
I've seen it done. Never
Been
done.
there. You felt that first cigarette butt touch the lips.
Oh
and
man,
just-
thinking about it makes me want to gag.
Oh, I'm
'cause-
sure it's like thinking of
were-
like a bad liquor experience you threw up on it. You smell it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw my brother one time. He passed out in the chair, and he woke up, and immediately his instinct was to grab it and drink it. And if my brother hears this, I'm sorry. And it was that, and then he looked at me. His eyes just got wide, and just and it's like, oh God, I had nothing to say. I was just like, I'm gonna be quiet. But I don't want to know.
It's a terrible experience.
Stifler, how's the pale ale?
Oh god.
Valentine's Day 2020. That's a beautiful scar you got there, princess. C-section? No, that's where my penis was.
My friend of mine sent me that one.
Number 6. Ass.
I never
Oh,
ate it there.
jeez.
I don't know if that's a true statement or not about their quality of food.
It's extremely generic.
Like mall,
Yeah, mall Chinese
Mall
food.
Chinese food.
General So,
Yeah.
the Midway Mall.
God, when's the last time anybody been to the Midway Mall? That fucking shit is depressing.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is depressing.
It's driving through. Literally.
Like
I remember being a
the
kid.
whole food court is closed now except for the teriyaki chicken place.
That's it?
And that guy with the red tray is still standing. No fucking body anywhere. Like
they're the only
when
food.
you
walk in,
fucking
you get a
place
whole
is
free
empty,
meal.
He's still standing there waiting to give you that fucking chicken on a toothpick.
Wow.
it's been there for months.
It's really depressing. All the
That's a sad
all the
thought.
Sears, JC, all the big stores have closed.
Because I'm sure, like you guys, like when you want to clothes or something, that's where you went, right?
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
it.
The Midway Mall was the.
You go to
the spot for a
Gadzooks.
long
Oh
time.
yeah.
I need a new ball bearing necklace. A Gadzooks.
Yeah, Zooks.
But I mean,
cool
anymore
t-shirt.
living in 2020, I fuck going to the mall. I might go to the mall if like it's Christmas and I'm really fucking don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
Gotta get my aunt something.
And you
Well,
like, and you
I have
need
to
it
get-
then, like you can't. Like,
Yeah.
I have to get a hoodie with tribal
So I do
stuff
do a
on
lot
it.
of Amazon, but there's something to that need it that like I feel like it's part of I don't know being a man. Not it's part of the psychology of being a man that sometimes I want to do it now. Like the idea comes
Yeah.
into my head. I
Pure
want to go
complete
get
control.
that extension cord now and do the thing with it.
Right.
And so like I do a lot of Amazon because it's 2020, but I still have plenty of needing to fucking go there and get it.
there are
within
literally-
half an hour and start doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing.
There's some like people out there that are look at these people. Even buying food at a grocery store is like primitive. Like they're like the low. That's the lower class
do
of
that?
people. Yeah, who does that? I order everything on Amazon or
I
whatever
don't know. I'd rather
online.
go in the store and buy it. I mean, so what if you order produce? They bring it out to your car. You get home and it's bad already.
Yeah.
You know? I don't.
I will if I'm like got a super big order or something that I'm doing. I'll use that Walmart.
Curbside.
Yeah, that. But
That's convenient. Definitely.
that's like once a year maybe.
Yeah.
If I know I'm having a party, I got a whole fucking ass of shit I need to get. I'll do that. But the store's not that scary.
right. I agree. I agree with that.
Number 5, my butthole waiting for me to finish looking at memes so I can finally wipe it.
There's always one too. It's like
It's the simplest shit.
right. No, that's
Gives
the
you a
most,
nice chuckle.
It's relatable. You're all sat in the toilet.
Is that that kid from Matilda or something?
There was. Yeah. That's where he had to go in the chokey. after
You
that.
have to eat the whole thing. She put kids in like a spiked
the
cage.
chokey,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
I actually
dude.
was trying to watch that movie the other day.
Put her in jail.
Yeah, seriously.
What the fuck?
You imagine somebody actually thinking that in today's world? Like, oh yeah,
Oh, man.
your kid comes from school, there was spikes in the closet.
I hate it when I see these people. They're like getting my age and stuff. They're like, they need to bring back spanking in school. I'm like, you didn't get spanked in school. What are you born in 1930? What the
Well,
fuck?
I just saw an article today that they outlawed electrical shocks for use in school. Because it was mainly focused at this one school. It was like in Maine or Massachusetts or something.
One school in particular, just
where they
shocking
literally
kids.
they put like these ankle things, like a
Like
you know
a
like
house
a
arrest?
dog collar type of thing.
Oh, okay.
But on their ankles and would shock them to keep them in as discipline.
wow.
And that just got outlawed. So we're
Just
That's progress.
Yeah.
we're moving forward.
What is this one? Number 4. The Dressed Crab. Foo Fighters. The Crusade knows no bounds. Oh my god. This was a last minute grab by Maggie. This is the one, if she showed it to me, like while I'm on the couch, I'd be like,
Yeah, I get it.
Number 3. This is like some new age comedy right here. When you're trying to eat a salad and accidentally fuck your dog. This really is like some new age weird humor.
It looks like the background, the shadow.
Shia LaBeouf. You can
Oh,
see-
yeah, it is.
Why? What is he doing?
It's really
In that-
considering that news.
Oh, that's good comedy right there. Just
Hate when that happens.
I know. Oh man, I just wanted a salad. I was about to get the ranch dressing. Next thing you know,
My dog was just there.
fuck, I should hang myself.
The dog was asking for it.
number 2, when the world is changing and it's making you scared. I'm gonna head out and make a video in my truck.
God damn it, they're all videos in the truck too.
Yeah, they all got beards. Oh, that's a good
Just
one.
raging out about whatever.
I've been watching a lot of flat earthers, and they're all in their truck driving around. Just
Oh,
it's this.
it's the beard and the
100%.
glasses that wrap around. Oh yeah, dude, perfect. Good job, Maggie. Number 1. Biden. I'm Joe Biden, and I forgot this message.
God damn it, he's a fucking weirdo.
We're equal opportunity offenders here at the Fun Box. But yeah, man.
Like I'm not to preach politics or nothing, but man,
Well, he
I
really
just
does.
don't, like.
seem
Have
like
you
he-
ever seen him touching his granddaughter and shit?
Yeah.
He's such a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know a goddamn thing about his policy.
Whatever. Yeah, it doesn't.
But I mean-
policies don't matter at that point.
goddamn.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said
It's
about.
just real hard to get behind a fucking weirdo.
Because, like, okay, yeah, our president says some dumb stuff, and it's just like, but it's like, he could say something
Yeah,
better if he
he-
just sat and thought about what he was saying. Like, well, he just doesn't care. He's like, yeah,
Right.
whatever. He's like,
That's his thing.
he's like
No,
always in the
yeah,
locker
I'm,
room.
I'm not a fan of him, but I don't think he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, like, hey,
Like, I kind of don't think he fucks
Blowing
his
in
own
the ear.
granddaughter, but Biden might.
And that's you don't want having that thought crossing your mind if you're,
Right,
if
and
you're
like-
voting that way.
I'm sure he doesn't fuck his granddaughter. That's wild speculation. But you don't want that on the table at all.
No, if that's on
when
your
you're
mind,
thinking about president.
voting. Yeah, you're like about to hit the box. You're like,
Oh, that was
the make or break thing was you looked like it.
those are the moderate voters. He's
Yeah.
fucking grandma.
what swayed you in that direction.
Pro-life, pro-choice. I don't care about that. It's
man. Did you see him touch his daughter, his granddaughter's head? That was fucking weird.
man. If only he was pro-life, I'd vote for him. But yeah, there we go. That is the
Yeah.
that is the what's on your mind
mind?
segment. And thank you. There we go. But yeah. Anyway, dude, once again, thanks for coming on this show, Matt.
Yeah, sure.
It's I don't know what you had going on. Fridays are like prime real estate for like anybody. It's
Right,
like as far
right.
as doing anything, and if you have it open, it's that's why it was always hard. It was I was wondering maybe I should do these on Tuesdays, but I am super exhausted all the time from work, and just I don't want to do anything, and I have to set things up and get the files ready and blah, blah, blah.
Right, you want to be alert, aware, doing it
Yeah,
right. Absolutely.
and Fridays are just more relaxed. If I'm not, I usually try to take one day out of the weekend to do something. Even Sundays, I don't like doing anything.
That's how I am. Sundays, I try not to do anything.
Yeah, I gotta have that one recharge
Yeah,
day.
Or if I
that-
do something, it's very casual.
Yeah.
Go to brunch or
Yeah.
nothing stressful.
yeah,
You have to have something like that, or else you just lose it.
man, Sundays are just. I'm a
Speaking
worthless
of
human
Sundays,
being.
what's going on with these tequila shots?
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys are tequila fans at all, but
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it's just regular Cuervo Gold, and grab a glass if you want. Matt got the I fuck weird shot glass. It says I fuck weird on it. Or no, let's fuck weird. That's what it says.
Oh, I got the Las Vegas.
Yeah, I got the another Las Vegas one. But yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations. There we go. Do you guys know where the hitting the table before the shot came from?
No, I don't know. I feel like it's built into me at this point. Though.
Yeah, I was about to do it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to be a rebel and not do it this time. But I should have
It's
did it. I think
probably like deeply racist somehow. Like,
it's got to be.
it always is.
Like you did it if you were on the one side of the fence and not the other.
Right.
Weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
I think I probably just
in West Germany, we always tap. the
probably
table.
saw my brother do it and just adapted it from there. Felt like
Do you guys think that you know how people are like, oh, my ancestors weren't slave owners; they were up north. Is that a thing? Like people in the north didn't own any slaves? Is that true?
No,
that's hard to believe.
It was
No.
very hard, or they had to have benefited from slavery,
Absolutely,
right?
they were getting things up here that were made.
Yeah,
by-
like made and like
at a faster rate. They were definitely benefiting.
And they turned to sharecropping too. I don't know if you know much about sharecropping. It's basically slavery with a couple strings. It's okay, I'll give you a little house on my land, but you owe me X amount of the crops from that land a year. And,
Okay.
It was just wildly exploitative.
Right.
It was basically slavery. It was
Well, my hell,
these people were just barely keeping that little shack and it wasn't a far step
right?
from it.
My how far we came. Yeah, I guess you could look at anything, and people are like, "Oh, jobs, the whole thing. Life is a slavery. We're all slaves. We're all slaves to life. We're all slaves to oxygen and nutrients. We're all slaves to getting the sunlight."
Right. So there's people are bound to say everything, like you're saying.
Yeah, we're getting a job and making money and
Slave to the system.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like you kind of have to just buy it. You just kind of got to go with it.
You have to play the part. You have
Yeah.
to. Like certain things, maybe you don't have to do everything by the book, but there's certain things that it's pretty hard to just completely go off the grid and say, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make my life work for me.
Right. I think there's a little bit of truth to the wage slave argument.
I would agree with you.
Especially when you look at I don't know, stuff like Trump. A lot of people have problems with him. I read a lot of comments from people overseas and stuff that say, "Why aren't you guys doing anything? Why aren't you guys protesting? Why aren't you this, that, or the other?" And most of us don't have time or money to
We're worried about our
leave
own.
our
Yeah,
job.
you can't just leave work for a week to go march on Washington or something.
Even though something like that might be real important to you, you really feel, fuck, I hate Trump. It's still, you can't overcome that hurdle of, I got to be at work this week. I can't take my only sick time to go do a protest. And I think there's something to the wage slave argument. It might not be a malicious from the top Illuminati construct.
Yeah.
But our
Maybe not by
modern reality,
design.
it's hard. It's hard it's hard to put passion into
Yeah, I
something
can't
like
let
that.
things like that live rent free in my mind for like as far as dude, I was on a huge political kick and I was learning new things and being pissed off and I guess it affects me, but it's affecting like so many more people. What's important is community and the people around you. Really, that's the immediate. Actually, what's important is your own life too. Start
Right.
there.
You first,
your
and
bed. Make your bed. Or that whole Jordan Peterson book he wrote. It was make your bed, and from there, then like a lot of people will protest and do a lot of these things before that even happens. Before they fix their own life.
Right.
Which is I mean, obviously,
There's a lot of truth to
I
that.
salute to everybody. There's, protest, do everything you want, but I don't know. It definitely, I think when you change yourself, you could change other people around you as well.
And you can't really make the impact you think you're going to make if you don't know yourself yet.
Yeah.
And then I would definitely say that. And like, kind of like, even for me, from changing from being like heavy to getting in shape or whatever, like people on the outside might be like, oh, you're in shape. Like it's fulfilling. But what I learned is like, I didn't change myself. I changed like the outside, but until I changed the inside more of my mind and how I thought about myself, none of the other shit mattered.
Right.
And other people are like, man, he looks great. He's probably killing it and this and that. But they go home every night like mad or not liking it.
Is it true, like, when it comes to getting compliments, like more dudes compliment you than women?
That's probably true. I mean, yeah, I would say so because I think women maybe aren't as blunt, and the dudes are doing it more like, not an envy,
I want to
envious
be
type
like
of
that.
way, Yeah.
I'd like that with me. I'd like to do that. Good
like,
job.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
Help me do that, or this or that. But
A lot of chicks are into this whole dad bod thing. I think it's a lie. I think they're just patronizing us.
I don't see how it could be true.
Me neither, dude.
It's like I don't know. They're just trying patronizing, like you said. Like,
I want
feel good.
I want that
Everybody
line
gets a
underneath
trophy.
the thing. I want that thing on the pelvic region, the line.
I'm trying to be cut.
And it's pointing to your cock.
It's just an arrow.
I
to
don't
where you
know.
want everybody to go.
Yeah.
Everybody's going right.
Hey,
I wanna
babe,
fucking
this
hang
is-
that dream up on the shelf, man.
Ship has
Yeah,
sailed.
it's not gonna happen, man.
I want that Brad Pitt Fight Club.
I really need like a drill instructor type that's like, get up, you fucking fuck.
Put down that sandwich.
Put down that fucking, get out of bed, you fucking, get your fucking shoes on now.
But, my question to you, I guess, with the transformation stuff and thinking of a drill sergeant yelling at you, how can you flip that drill sergeant on? Not in the fitness aspect, because there's plenty of people that just aren't ever going to be real interested in fitness.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
can they flip that switch for their education or for their job
Good
or
question.
for moving forward, making that big decision in other areas?
I mean, I guess it's the switch gets flipped. I guess if you're really passionate about it, if you really want it, like, I don't know. It's gonna be different for everybody. Somebody maybe want to learn to play a guitar, or instruments or learn how to build airplanes or something like that. But I don't know. It's hard because even for myself, it's some days you don't want to do it. You don't want to get up.
Yeah.
And today I have to motivate other people to do it. So if I stay out, for instance, I work Saturday mornings and sometimes I teach 8 a.m. class to people. And I like to go out Friday night and have fun, knock them back, and then get up at 6:30 Saturday morning. And I'm not really. Some mornings, I want to be there, but I'm like, fuck. I wish I could sleep for 4 more hours, and this would have been a better day. But I do that to myself, so I don't. I'm not mad about it. But it's hard to motivate other people when you are not there.
Yeah.
But then you get done with it, and you're like, holy shit, I just faked it for an hour.
Threw that mask on and
But I mean, you're playing bands and music. There's probably nights you go up there and something happened that day and you aren't feeling it, but you got to give the people what they came for. So I mean, you can relate to that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Specifically, there was the flying machine. You remember that place?
I do. Little Lorraine.
oh god, I got a good story about the flying.
Well,
I
like,
went there
right-
quite a
the-
few times in high school myself. Yeah.
I got a phone call right before we were supposed to go on that my pastor of my church passed away, and he was like an uncle to me, like the most humble person ever. And a lot of people will look at these kind of people. What kind of car did he drive? Like, was he? No, he would he got our family a couple cars. We were a bunch of food stamp welfare folk. So was a lot of other people in that church, but a lot of people were really just anybody that had such a big sense of community in the church, and it was good. And pastor set an example for that, and it was a full-time job for him. He would go to people's houses, members of the church, all the time, and and hang out with everybody. And he ended up passing away, and I love that man. And no other pastor I've ever even come across. I haven't even been back to church since he died, because there's no way anybody's going to be able to be as awesome as that good dude was. He passed away, and I had to do a metal show, and I'm like, damn, man. But the good thing, back in the day, it was there was that real brooding new metal, oh yeah, woe is me metal.
Right.
So it was
You were perfect.
It played right in,
It might have been one of your best shows.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best ones. Man, it's so
genuine.
real.
Yeah.
God, what was the band back then?
Strain Theory.
Yeah, Strain
Oh
Theory.
yeah, I went to you guys.
Yeah.
I think at the Flying Machine.
Yeah.
Look, Flying Machine. I gotta get this story out. It's a complete sidetrack. 100%. We're derailing this.
That's cool. Derail, why not?
I go to it was probably a Strain Theory, maybe an Odd Side show. Flying Machine. 18-ish something. I don't know. I go and I lost my phone. Didn't really realize it till I got back. This was when cell phones were kind of brand new. It's like, fuck, I had to have left it at the Flying Machine last night. So I think I got Brian to drive me to the Flying Machine the next morning. And this is 9 a.m. We pull up to the Flying Machine. I'm looking around in the parking lot. No cars are there or anything. And I'm looking for my phone, looking through the parking lot for my phone. And I'm like, fuck, I don't see it out here. It's 9 a.m. I'm not really expecting the place to be open, but I got to try it. My phone's gone. So I go up to the door, open the door. It's open. I walk in, and I'm greeted with 100-foot pull-down movie screen blasting porn.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about
I'm
that.
what the fuck is going on? It's dark. My eyes start adjusting. There are probably 25, 30 guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sitting in
Just
circle.
guys.
just banquet chairs, just set up in front of this fucking screen.
They're like,
I don't actively see anything.
They're not jerking off. They're
head bobs or nothing.
They're taking notes. They're like, she really did a good
But
performance.
I'm 18 years old, just looking for my phone.
They're
I walk
doing porn
in.
critic.
There's no cars. I don't know. There's 25 to 30 people inside. No cars in the parking lot. They're all watching porn.
I really like the
There's
way
a fucking guy at the bar, or bartender. I walk up to him and said, did you see a phone? I was fucking in shock. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Did you see a phone? He said, no phones. And I said, cool.
Yeah.
And fucking
Yeah.
backed
I
out
don't
of the
care.
place.
The fastest you ever moved.
I have no idea what kind of underground fucking
Yeah.
jerk off shit they were doing there. It was the most, nobody had heard of it. Nobody was like, oh yeah, I know about the fucking porn show.
Yeah,
9 a.m. Flying Machine.
Yeah,
Everybody goes.
So one of the door was just unlocked.
Yeah.
Like anybody could
Right.
just walked in.
Right. It didn't say private event. Or
Yeah. So this is at the Flying Machine on St. Josephine Street off of Broadway by the Z store.
still
Yeah,
exist?
the Z store.
No, not anymore.
Is it still there? They
No,
knocked it over?
It's like a
'Cause it was
trailer
a
park
shit-
now or something.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
this
okay.
shit bar in the middle of a trailer park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
by
in
the
a
Z
very, very
store.
weird place.
Jerk shows there.
Yeah.
I guess I don't think that's what you call it. I don't think you call it a jerk show.
There's a name for it, I think.
Yeah. Super bizarre. Really,
That's the name for it.
really like changed my perspective on the world. That,
Did you
that
ever?
morning.
Did you ever go back to the Flying Machine? After
Never.
that?
Not once.
I didn't think so.
Not
I would not
fucking
have.
once.
No, I don't think my favorite band ever could have reunited there, and I don't think I would have gone back.
Yeah, and you saw Mitch was there too, right?
Mitch.
Was Mitch there?
I don't know.
Do you know
I don't
who
know.
he is?
Yes. I don't know. I don't think so. There was just
Rest
one.
in peace.
There was just one guy bartender, and you know how the bar, like the stage area is kind of up here. The bar was way back here, so I could see the screen and all the guys. But I just went over here, asked the bartender real fucking quick about the phone. He seemed kind of freaked the fuck out that I was there, and I was freaked out that I was there.
Mutual.
It's a
feeling.
music
And we
venue
split, man.
that people play at, that other people go to.
Yeah, it's
All ages.
Yeah,
floors were sticky, you know.
they always were. That is true.
They were always sticky. Oh, man.
So sorry for the sidetrack, but anytime somebody brings up the words flying machine, only one thing really fucking rings out in my mind.
Like, how could anything else?
Flying semen.
I don't know. I've never like I guess that was a big thing back in the 70s and 80s. I don't know what communal porn's all about.
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty personal thing.
Right. I feel like what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, even when if I watch porn with Maggie, it's got to be something she chooses. Because if I chose it, she'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Like, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. You're into this. All right, I gotta go.
Stepmom? What?
I'd say it's a good call there. Let them take the lead.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, my girlfriend talks about watching porn way more than I ever do. I don't know if girls are more into it than guys. I have no idea.
I watched this video of porn stars reacting to porn, and these women reacting to porn, and I see a lot of it. Women will look at porn the same way guys do. They look at the woman and what she's going through in the scene. They put themselves there, like, oh, that's what I would want. And dudes are putting themselves in the dude. That's why I do. Usually, it's just for me. My personal preference is like a POV. It has to be a white guy's dick because I can't.
You're thinking
You're
it's
deep
you.
racist.
I'm racist pretty much when it comes to porn because I don't have a black dick, and it's not
It's gotta be
gigantic.
relatable. Yeah,
It's hardly related.
There's the porn industry. If you know anything about it, its origins. When it first started, it was always ripped guys. It was
because like that's what women
guys in
wanted to
fitness,
see.
But they quickly realized that guys are buying the porn, and they're not all ripped guys.
Yeah,
So comes along your Ron Jeremy's.
yeah.
It was Ron Jeremy was an identifiable guy. It wasn't I got the biggest dick.
He looks like me.
It was, hey, he kind of looks like me. Maybe that could be.
He did have a big dick though.
in this situation, and that's a trend that went. Obviously,
That
you
makes
got some
perfect
fit
sense.
guys in porn nowadays. Tastes change, but they realize we can't always just have the best fittest person.
right.
They've
It's
also
not for
found
everybody.
out men look at the woman's face the most in porn. If the face is in the shot, they're
The
usually the eyes.
I can
It's
see
all about
that.
the eye
I can see
contact.
that.
Yeah. I think we all just could relate to that. It sounds like
Absolutely, it's the makeup. The thing is, like, they have a really good way of making the smoky eyeshadow. They really
perfecting the
decorate
art.
these women well in these feature films.
But I think what you said at the beginning, to go back about like why the motivation for watching it for men and women is true, because my girlfriend was saying there's a 4 women category, and I was like, wait, it's 4 women at once? And she's like, no, it's like 4 FOR. It's like what we want to see. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that sounds like perfect for both of us.
Yeah.
But then she explained it's like what you said. Like it's like they're more putting themselves in like the woman's shoes, the pleasure perspective, and we're just like, yeah,
Now,
we're the guy.
this is bizarre. Okay, there's VR headsets. There's porn for VR headsets.
Yeah.
It's all POV.
Yeah.
When you're doing a porn on a VR
You can look
headset.
around.
There are reverse porns. Well, it's not reverse. There's women too. There's point of view from a woman.
Okay,
Porns.
yeah, I don't like that.
So you'd be watching it from
the woman's POV
Yeah.
in VR. You can visually experience
what the woman.
being fucked.
Right?
I don't know about that one.
Like, oh, this is what it's like to have a vagina. Yeah. Deep.
You can look deep into his fucking eyes.
Stare into his soul.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess never say never, but I don't think I'm
Man,
seeking that one out.
I don't even like watching if it's a white dick. I don't even like it when it's too big, or like when it's like oval shaped and the head is really tiny and it's like really fat. It's just like, man, mine doesn't look like that.
That's what it is. It's got to be like you got to put yourself in there.
Or when it's what's his name? He's like a foreigner with he still has his foreskin.
Oh man.
It's uncircumcised and she's like pulling the skin down. And I'm just like, jeez.
I think that would just kill the whole vibe.
Yeah.
You like just feel the pain. Like, no, I'm
You
good.
guys ever like watch a video and you're like, yeah, and then for some reason you're like, you don't. It's almost like a mental Tourette's that you, and then you're like, oh yeah, here we go, and then next thing you think of like, I don't know, your grandma or something, like, oh Robbie, what are you watching? Like in your head. Like, no,
Like,
stop.
oh God, get out of here.
I'm not supposed to think about you.
No.
Or Jesus is like, you shouldn't be doing that.
This is
I
you're
like
sitting.
yeah, I like that. There's like a T-shirt. It's like on the front. It says on the back of this T-shirt are a picture of 2 people fucking, and on the back it's like Jesus. Just kidding. Love Jesus.
Man, the sexual stuff with the church always creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like there was I can't even remember the comedian, but he had a bit about I didn't jerk off forever because I was afraid of what if Jesus came back while I was jerking off.
Yeah.
What if right now was the rapture?
Yeah, they say he's coming
and my
back
dick's in my
like
hand.
a thief in the night.
This one, where Jesus comes back.
But
like Joe Dirt.
like the pressure of that psychosis, like
Like
on
living
a
in
kid,
fear.
man, you can't.
It's hard enough dealing with sexual stuff, let alone Jesus is gonna
Right, let alone
also
Jesus.
catches me jerking off. Like,
Well, I guess we're not taking you.
yeah, like, you pleasured yourself in the shower.
You spilled your seed on the floor.
That sexual
Have to clean that out.
repression is it can really, especially a young person.
It really mess with you.
It can really lead you to some real bizarre places.
Right.
Have you guys seen this video? This public freakout. She's actually real famous now. She's done 3 different freakouts.
Is this the first
God,
one?
she's
Second
the
This
one?
next
is,
Mobility
I think
Mary?
this is the second one, but this is the best one.
I'm not familiar with her.
She's the motherfucker lady. Here we go. Enjoy. Here we go. I have to start it over again because I don't have anything right because I don't know how to cue things up properly.
Eternity, motherfucker. I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that? You saw.
We're on the topic of Jesus. That's why I had to play this one.
Son of a
You'll see.
bitch.
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ. We're
I
all
don't have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do
You're
it.
sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here. You motherfucking accuser.
I wasn't expecting it to turn that fast.
She looks like John Belushi.
That was accuser was like her trigger.
Right.
Like she's saying motherfucker.
You could have said anything else. Accuser. That's what did it.
I have seen
Interrupt
this.
the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
Sounds like a professional wrestler. About to go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill you.
You see what she
Tonight at
answered?
WrestleMania.
You see what she answered that lady? She answered that lady like,
Telling you, Mean Gene.
I'm gonna fuck your mother.
she answered that lady like, oh, well, yeah, what?
Fucking brethren, you motherfucker! Yes, ma'am. I'm pissed because he won't repent.
What was that? Yes, man.
I just want to get some groceries and go home.
Thank you. Okay, so because it's used all the
Okay, so
I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn in hell.
Here we go.
And you are too, bitch. You don't know. You're gonna be down there fucking with them, screaming in holy fucking terror, fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it?
Yeah, totally understand. But
She's
if
like,
you
I totally
feel like
understand.
you feel the
Fire and brimstone. I'll be there. 4 p.m.
Well, fuck you then.
I mean, but it's not the way to do it.
oh, who is this random?
Answer my fucking question. Fuck you, don't call me ma'am. Who the fuck told you what my title is, motherfucker? Shut the fuck up.
But you can't be that guy.
Motherfucker.
No.
You gotta. That's not
She's
an
like the
employee.
manager?
She's
That's not
obvious.
an employee. That's just
It's just
some
a
random.
You can't be that. She's
You gotta,
obviously.
like-
I wouldn't be that guy. No.
yeah, like I'm out of
Stay the fuck
here.
away from that.
I mean, she's obviously
Dementia or something.
or
right?
Oh, God,
schizo, bipolar,
mental illness.
Yeah,
or,
some sort of mental
100%.
disability.
120% mental.
I do apologize.
He's like he's filming. She's internet gold, dude.
I know.
He's gonna have like 5 million hits.
was-
He's already does it. I mean, shit. This
I was
is
thinking
millions.
that watching this, like, if there weren't cell phones and cell phone cameras, and someone told you this happened at the store, I wouldn't believe them.
Oh yeah, you'd have to show.
I would
him
like-
the
Wait,
video.
No
sidebar.
way.
Are you not fucking glad that you didn't grow up getting filmed?
Yeah, I totally glad.
Holy shit, there'd be so many
Oh,
terrible
yeah.
videos.
No, I already ruined
There's
my
enough,
chance
like,
of
bad
ever
just
being
pictures.
president.
Ah,
I
damn.
ruined it.
Oh, I'm definitely glad of that.
You have to repent of your sins in order to be saved. Otherwise, you're going to spend the
I like how
eternity in
they're
fucking
giving
hell.
her like
And I don't want
The time of day.
the time of
Like,
day. It's like they're trying to reason with her.
Look at the employee.
You think it's just because she's talking religious stuff that they're not totally, like, throwing her out?
No, I think it's because they work at Walmart and they're so fucking.
It's
left
actually
that long
Myers.
ago.
It's
To work-
Myers.
To
Fair
work,
enough.
goddamn.
They don't get paid enough.
Retail like that.
Yeah.
You've seen shit. This isn't the first time.
Oh, definitely.
They've had somebody try to.
Hey, let's not give Walmart a bad name here. It's Myers,
Yeah.
guys.
Right. Walmart has
Sorry,
good value.
Myers. Sorry.
Only Myers has
Values.
this type of shit. Walmart has the best top civilized human beings.
Goes without saying.
Some guy in your hell, and you're going to experience fucking love in hell, sir? Do you? Stop that right, motherfucker.
That's her go-to.
Get the fuck
Someone's going to sample that and put that all over.
Oh, it's already happened.
yeah.
I get- It's the internet. It's happened 30 times.
This is the first time I've ever seen this woman.
Get out of my fucking personal space. You came over to me,
touch him?
motherfucker.
This guy is botching it so hard.
Yeah.
He got
did.
into a personal space argument with this lady.
He did
Right,
come up to
yeah.
her.
Yeah,
She's not. She is right.
that's the first thing she said that's made sense.
Yeah.
Fuck up! You all better repent! Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand!
This is awesome.
Bitch, and
What if she's a
dates.
troll? What if she is an actress and this is her?
Hey, the thing
can
is,
see
this
that.
is the internet. You can't not factor that in.
Yeah, you have to think.
There's a
about that.
solid percentage of these videos you see that were staged.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to go into a mire and start yelling.
Yeah.
No, it takes nothing.
Just balls or
Yeah.
Right.
ovaries.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch!
But that motherfucker is way too on point. She's been doing that for 40 years.
And then to do like 3 of them, you said so far, it makes you think that that's calculated.
Where are you going with the cart?
Now she's just like strolling along like nothing happened.
Fuck you! I never brush my fucking teeth! Don't you fucking know that?
I never brush my teeth.
Don't you know that by now? Fuck you! Shut the fuck up! You look like a fucking man.
Dude, the guy said, I just kind of want to leave. Like, no, you don't. You want to keep filming this shit.
You're just sucked in. It's like a black hole or something.
Yeah. Man, you can't stop now.
He's doing us a disservice if he left early.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We need to see this.
You fucking gnat! Get the fuck out of here, I told you! I don't give a shit! They're gonna fucking... I don't give a shit! You can lock me up in a fucking prison like without fucking parole! And I'll be better off than any one of you motherfuckers!
That was awesome.
My God, exercise the demons.
I feel like she doesn't even know what she's gonna say. It just takes her so long to say it that she can figure it out as she goes.
Yeah.
She didn't have that whole speech
Planned
in her
out,
brain
no.
4 seconds beforehand. She's
freestyling.
Each bit at a time.
She's got the spirit of the Lord talking to.
Shut the fuck up!
There's no at every point in this video. There's good content.
It really
It's
just
great.
doesn't stop. No.
Shut the fuck! Are you that fucking dumb?
Here's the boys in the blue.
People clapping in the background.
Oh, fuck that bitch too. Oh, she's just acting around. You know she's got mental problems.
She's the same one yelling,
Yeah.
stop,
I
while
know.
people are fighting.
Yep.
Right.
That's in every fight
As soon as the
video.
threat's gone, yeah, now she's tough.
Yay! Egging her on. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You imagine you just went to the store that night and you ran into that?
She's probably just like her, but you know the opposite. She's
Right.
atheist. She's
Right.
like, no,
Yeah.
God's not real.
She's outside the store.
It's all a lie.
You're good, man.
He's never coming back.
I kind of like to see that freak out. I'm not as familiar with that one.
I don't think, yeah. Because she wasn't whipped as a kid going, God's not real.
Where did this happen? Like what state?
All right, shit, I don't know. I forget. I don't even know. Man, I like
Could
a
have guessed the South.
Yeah,
That's pretty safe.
it sounds like something. It would be like Carolinas or something.
Feels good. That
Feels good.
That feels right.
But I don't know. Oh man, I had to get our commentary. It's kind of an old. If you've been on the internet for the past week or so, you
that's ancient news.
Yeah, it's
after a
ancient
week.
news after a week.
That's how fast things move online. You're right.
But I figured it
is long.
deserved our little commentary.
No,
on
it's
that.
a high quality one, worth bringing back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Worth
Well,
bringing
that was the first
back.
time I saw it, so I guess I'm behind.
Yeah, she's
So you guys caught me up.
She could be the next Mobility Mary.
This was the first one she was a part of.
It reminds me.
Oh
did you
God,
guys
I've
ever
seen
see
this too. I
Tourette's
didn't know
guy?
this was the same lady.
It's
It
the
reminds
same
me of
lady.
Tourette's guy.
You just hit my vehicle. Give me your driver's license.
You pulled right out in front.
Yeah, when someone pulls in front of you because there's an
Fuck it, I'd give her my
emergency,
life.
You slow your rear
She
end
is pretty
down
scary.
And you stop.
Okay, these
Have
are
you
not
ever had someone have an emergency
These are not
and
cars.
pull in front of you?
These are not cars.
She's a prolific freakouter, and then she's so good at it that people will film you. She gets filmed. She's a fucking star now.
Well,
Stop
Do you
it
think the
now.
It
person
doesn't
filming
matter.
is
You have to be
there
far enough
on
behind.
purpose?
You
Like
know what? I'm going to tell you the whole.
by design?
I like to imagine it's the same guy that was in the checkout line.
Right. It's like, man, I have
This
crazy
lady
timing.
is just really fucking his life up.
Oh man, like I cannot get away from
Oh
this.
God
fucking
damn
lady.
it, not this again. What the fuck?
It's like eventually I'm gonna convert. She's gonna get me eventually. She is
I
persistent.
just got some Arby's, my curly fries getting soggy. I'm fucking, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
Just want to go home and eat.
Crazy lady flips out. Yeah, crazy lady. But yeah, man. Shit, man. What time? What do we got on the time? Fun box.
8:08. It's in Heartbreaks.
Oh, we're in for an hour. I
break.
think we're doing good. Good time. Yeah, dude. Matt, thank you, dude. Once again, I can't. We'll do one more parting shot. If you guys want to, you guys want to do another shot?
Yeah, parting shot.
You
Fuck
poured them. I mean,
it.
Poured it,
you gotta
yeah.
do
They're
them.
not going back in.
Yeah.
I'll bang it off the.
Yeah, that's
table
all do
again.
with the table. We don't know why we do it.
Congratulations,
Yes, thank you. There is one thing I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
This about because I do use a microphone often at work. Do you suggest anything for just throat health, vocal health? Because you've been singing a long time.
Vocal health, dude. I drink whiskey and smoke cigarettes.
Right? So nothing really, just whatever.
I
Just
think
don't
the more
scream
you
too
think,
much.
I think the more you think about it. What are you doing it for?
I do group fitness, so I'm mic'd up. I just got to go for like an hour and just keep people moving.
Breathing. But if
and
you're
music's loud over me.
if you're healthy, so I think you're always going to have a nice breathing and
And you said the music's real loud. I'd
Yeah.
a big thing I would think for vocal fitness is really getting your levels right. Make sure that you don't have to yell
Yell over it.
loud.
oh yeah, where you're in there
We've
and
struggled
you're
with
just,
that
and
for
it's
sure with
crispy
audio.
and it's
a
there.
real comfortable.
You want to, if you yell into it, it should be loud and it should be uncomfortable to everybody else.
Right.
If you yell into your mic, it should be.
Right.
Good audio balance. I would
Right.
think,
That
in
should
your
take care of it.
situation, will stop you from straining. You shouldn't be pushing. If
Really should just be
you're-
talking more
it's
so
just
than
like
anything.
singing
Yeah.
on stage. If Rob's singing for 2 hours, he shouldn't be belting.
And that's what I would
for 2
imagine. And
hours.
people, I see a lot of stuff like, oh, sing from your gut, like your diaphragm.
But it's
whatever,
always
you know.
good if you're approaching an audience. You want to have a nice round voice and
That's
just-
the
but
thing.
just-
You want to like, and it's about fast paced there. So it's like you almost want to rev it up and yell.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't do that every day. I've been doing it for almost 6 years. And like some days it's like, I feel like I smoke
Well,
a pack a day.
I would go from your belly.
Yeah,
Your
try to as much as I can.
As much as you're right here, like where they do the Heimlich. Like go push from your belly as much as you can, because then it's just gonna come out like that. It's gonna be a lot easier. You're not gonna be. It's not so much
not
your
working.
throat. And it's not gonna scratch your throat up so much, and it's more open.
Okay.
And just breathe, really breathy, with just keeping your mouth open, and I think 2 fingers or 3 fingers.
Like that's
Yeah, and work on your audio balance, especially if you got like a fixed place you're doing this all the time.
yeah, it's consistent.
Spend a hour there with nobody else and really get your levels right, and they can stay that way forever. You
Yeah,
won't-
before everybody comes in, just get a mic check, and then whatever's comfortable. But yeah, if you're yelling, like if I yelled in this mic, you guys are gonna be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
all right,
right,
you
well,
relax."
yeah, yeah,
but you
chill out.
shouldn't have to yell. This should be fine if you're talking to people like this, and this should be good. And you want to get your ass off the fucking couch, and whatever you're gonna say. Stop watching fucking Golden Girls, you
Stop
goddamn
watching
fuck.
porn at the flying machine.
Yes. Woo, nice.
Or it might have been a physical fitness thing.
You never
look
know.
like
It could have
old
been
guys,
stretching.
maybe-
Could have been. Yeah, okay. It was yoga.
What was his
It was
name?
light
Pee Wee Herman.
osteoporosis,
Yeah, it was Pee Wee.
Pee Wee Herman got caught jerking off at a porno, and
Yeah.
But he was like at a porno theater, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's
So
like
I don't see why people made a
I
big
feel
deal
like
about
that's
that.
okay.
That's the point of going.
I
there,
mean,
right?
I wouldn't go. I feel like it's weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But if you're jerking off in public, that's
weird.
the fucking place to jerk off
Yeah.
in public.
It's condoned. It's allowed. It's promoted there.
well, everybody else was doing it, just not like this.
Yeah, it's just the technique.
The
was off.
technique is
I
pocket
imagine
was
pull.
offensive.
He was real flamboyant about it.
Yeah.
He was quite a character.
Yeah.
He was doing that.
That was the
pointy toes
giveaway.
dance.
That was the giveaway. He did that at the end.
The word of the day is coming. But yeah, dude, I guess we'll wrap it up, dude. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
This is awesome. Good
Thank you.
content, man. I love it. You stayed in the pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
For the fun, you stayed in the box.
So it's about having, fun's in the name. It's about having fun when you come in, right?
Yeah, if anybody wants, what does somebody need to do to, if they, I don't know, you're at ISSA.
So that is just like a kind of like a universal, like, guys, governing body educational thing that you can get certified. So I don't like.
I got you.
So and then I work at the Title Boxing Club in Westlake, Crocker Park. We're not in Crocker Park. We're just down the street. We do group fitness, boxing. I do personal training there as well.
That is awesome, man. I was talking to somebody the other day about MMA, and I was like, you know what, in jiu-jitsu, I was like, you know what, I'd rather, right, with my age and just the way I am, I'd rather take boxing.
It's great. It's a good, not just physically, but mentally. And it's just for the mind. It's like stress relief, just growth, personal growth, fulfillment. Like when you can go from not throwing, say, like punch, jab, cross combinations, a heavy combination in boxing. Say like day one, you can't throw it. 3 months in, you can throw it well. Like that's fulfillment. And like to go back, I guess earlier to backtrack to something you said about if you go to your job every day, how do you light the fire? It's like if you're not fulfilled by what you do, you can't light the fire.
Right.
If you know how much gas you throw on there, the lighter's gonna never light. The matches are going to go out before you throw it on. So it's like if you don't care about what you do, you're never going to wake up and say, God, I can't wait to go to work today.
Have you guys seen this?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You imagine you didn't know who he was and you think this old motherfucker. I mean, the tattoo on his face, you're not going to mess with him, but. And he just lights you up.
Oh, my God. It's scary. I almost feel like he's going to attack me in my sleep.
Through the screen, like, get you.
Damn.
Fuck catching that uppercut.
Yeah.
It's like mesmerizing and humbling at the same time.
It's choreographed dancing in a way.
Damn, I think he was doing that video what he did with that that martial arts guy in that Hollywood. It was like some coordinated fight scene that he filmed.
So we're like training for a movie.
With
like
it
that?
it wasn't a movie, but it was promoting something or like a short film or like a skit, and he was fighting this like Asian guy. Dude, if I could find it, I'd watch it. I don't know.
But I don't know what that is, but I'd highly recommend the movie Tyson. It's a autobiography documentary. It's himself basically talking through his life.
Oh, okay.
Super fucking great. I'd recommend that all day long.
You see that on Netflix or?
Yeah. One of
somewhere.
Netflix, Hulu.
If I look for it, I find
Tyson.
it. Tyson.
It's just called Tyson.
Check that
Great
out.
documentary. Real quick, sidebar. Boxing. Do you happen to see
Oh, there
Wilder
it is.
Fury?
I didn't see the fight itself. I had something else going on that night where I had to go to, so I didn't watch it. I've seen some highlights of it, but I was definitely all in. I wanted Fury to win. I was happy he won, and he did what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to go in there, just go right down his pipe, knock him around. He said he's a bully. He said, "You're a bully. I'm going to go in there and go hit you right in the chin."
I'm a
And
pretty
he did.
big boxing fan, and Wilder goes forward. He moves forward, and nobody's ever
Went
made
at
him
him.
back up like that. It was a brilliant fucking game.
Absolutely. The most compelling thing about that is I watched something a few days before that, and it was Tyson Fury, and he said he realized that after Wilder knocked him out in the 12th round, it's like he knocked it's like he knocked some sense. I knocked some sense into him. Something.
Shit.
He got up and he's like,
this.
if I make him go backwards, he has no idea what to do. And then he went in and. He even said, like, on the third round, I'm going to knock him out. He knocked him down in the third round. And like, it was, like, insane. Like, you're not going to knock out Wilder.
You might not know Wilder or Fury. Wilder has knocked out 41 out of 42 people.
He's just
in his victory.
Right.
He's essentially like a one-trick pony. He's a knockout
But
artist.
his trick is the
It's a good
most
trick.
devastating
Yeah.
trick.
Well, it's so he's fast too, kinda
nobody's
quick for
ever
his
had
size.
that knockout power.
How big is that guy?
He's
I think he was
6'7",
6'7",
and Fury
is
6'9". Yeah, yeah.
Dude, these are giants.
He's a big guy.
270, 6'9",
I think
270, and probably 250, 6'7".
But his knockout power, he's been able to bully. It was a brilliant game plan.
Yeah,
by Fury.
it was. And, like, I guess Tyson Fury just changed his coach, changed his gym, and it worked, man. He gained 20 pounds. And because the thing about Fury is technically he's sound, but he had no power.
Yeah.
So he put on 20 pounds and was like, I'm going to knock him out. And he knocked him out, man. No one ever did what he did. He said, what I like is he said he was going to do it, and he did it. And Tyson Fury, he just doesn't look like the guy who's going to do it.
No,
To
but
go back to the porn thing, like,
man,
I'm not 6'9", but I kind of look like
I
Tyson
knew
Fury. I got a
Wilder's
little soft
background,
stomach.
man. I know that he can just any fucking second.
Oh, it's
lights
there.
Gone. Just.
And that's why people never walk him down, though, because you don't want to get in. You don't want to put yourself in harm's way.
I think it might have been Rogan or something. They were talking about just the way his arms are constructed, where the ligaments attach on the elbows, how
Like he was like
how
a
much
robot
of a
designed
physical
just to
freak
knock people
he
out.
is for knocking people the fuck out.
Yeah, he certainly is, because that's his namesake. That is his money maker.
But if anything, I'm excited for 3. I think 3 would be. I think 3 will be good. I
don't know. I wonder.
I don't think Wilder can come back with the same style for a 3.
The only way he's got a chance is if he switches it up. If he figures out how to box going forward. But I don't know if he's gonna do that. He's never done
I don't
it
know
before.
if he can.
The
Yeah,
fact
it's
that he's
been-
never, like, someone didn't tell him after the last fight, like, hey, this dude's gonna walk you down. Let's work on your approach going the other way. Like, who are your coaches? And maybe he needs to switch it up. But I don't know. Maybe he's so stubborn, like, I don't care. I'm gonna get this motherfucker with this.
Right,
hand.
I think it's a real turning point for him, so I'm excited for
Yeah.
3. I think he can do something
And
about it.
if he doesn't change his style, I don't think it'll be much of a fight. But if he does, then yeah. I always worry about when they get this deep into it, if it's just a money grab, which it's a great money grab. I would take the 3rd fight, no matter what. But
absolutely.
But I just wonder. We'll see about it. It was more fun to watch than a Mayweather fight. Or to watch. There's a lot more action.
And I
than that.
appreciate Mayweather. I'm not a actor.
Yeah, me either.
The guy, he's the greatest.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
people
fun.
hate. Oh, he doesn't get hit. That's the point.
It's
like,
the fucking
if you
game.
went in
That's
there,
the
you wouldn't
game.
want to get hit either, dude. So-
You don't play Monopoly and not buy Boardwalk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you land,
Right.
nah, I'm good on Boardwalk.
I'll pass
you guys
on
can
it.
have
Yeah,
it.
you guys can just do
That's
your
the
thing.
fucking game.
Is this
He was
fair
the
to
best
say
at it.
with the MMA and or the UFC and boxing that a guy that I guess you'd have to show your chops to even get a fight to be featured in any aspect of all these sports? I'm just saying,
You
it
gotta work your
seems
way
like
up, yeah.
it seems as though the MMA, to me, I could be wrong, and tell me if it's fair or not. That the MMA has more of a chance for some guy to accidentally win, like not accidentally win, but like land something.
a little bit more of an any given Sunday.
Yeah, like
type of
situation
factor.
where
Right.
he just landed a spin kick. It's never been it never happened before ever, and he landed the spin kick. But boxing seems more tight, like where you would have to be
Boxing, yeah,
like a good fighter. It seems like boxing
it's called
to me.
the sweet science.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
there's an art form to it. It's not just throwing punches at Rudy's or something.
And
you know?
a lot of the guys below heavyweight don't have that shut off switch. They don't have that knockout punch.
Yeah.
and so
they, to your point, yeah, the sweet science comes into play.
and so I'd say probably less random knee.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit him with a flying knee and
then
he's out.
and you won,
yeah.
Who would have known?
Yeah.
I just think there's so many other ways to win a fight in MMA, though, that like you could be a master at boxing and just someone could take you on the ground that has no idea how to box,
Yeah.
and you
Khabib,
armbar you and you're
man.
done.
Khabib.
So I don't know. I think like it's probably I don't know. It's more like you could get clipped in boxing too,
Yeah,
but it's just
absolutely.
more ways to get exposed than the other sport.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
so, it's close, but I'd lean a little more any given Sunday on MMA.
I
Right.
agree, because someone could just, like you said, a flying knee, an elbow out of nowhere. And the thing is, a guy might not even be coached to throw elbows, and then
Yeah.
somehow it just happened, and he hits you. Like
I
he
saw
went to
it.
go throw his right hand, and he's missed you, and somehow the elbow hit you. Whereas in
Right.
boxing, if that happened, you're disqualified.
Yeah.
You're going to lose points. Like you're not going to
Right.
be celebrated for that point. So but MMA is a vicious sport, but when it first started, it was really brutal.
Oh, yeah,
God.
it was.
Fish hooks and nut punches.
Just the more blood, the better.
And
Well, then I saw like pride fighting, like MMA pride fighting, and that was even more so.
well, Pride back in the day I don't know if they still do. They did.
I'm not too familiar with
tournaments.
that.
Pride did tournaments where you would fight 3-4 times in a night.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I watched.
And they're not making shit, I bet.
Oh no, God, nothing.
Well, Hoist Gracie was the champion of like MMA 2 or 1, I don't know, and it was
Right.
UFC 1 or 2, and he was supposed to fight again that night, and he couldn't because he was too beaten.
right, I've seen.
And the guy he beat came
you know,
out.
Wow, believe that.
Do you know who Bob
was too beat up.
Sapp is?
But the guy he beat came out and said, "I could still fight. Fuck
Wow.
this shit." You know.
Do you know who Bob Sapp is? He was in The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. Gigantic black guy. He was an MMA fighter in Pride. There was a specific fight he was fighting Ernesto Hoost, and he beat him. However, he got his leg broken during the fight. Ernesto Hoost just kept hitting with the leg kicks.
Yikes.
Broke his leg. Bob Sapp, because he's a gigantic monster, went on to win the fight, but didn't win the tournament because he couldn't fight a half an hour later.
Yeah.
Right. That was some brutal. I can't imagine 4
I gotta-
fights in a night and somebody sanctioning that.
Right, just let it go. I don't care about your safety. But that reminded me, my guy I work with, Wilkin Santiago is his name. He's an ex-pro boxer. I went and watched him fight a couple years ago in Erie, PA. It was like a 5-round fight. The first round, the guy clipped him, got him with a hook, dislocated his jaw. You could see his shit like from the crowd. He fought the rest of the fight and we took it to decision. He ended up losing. But I was like, then that day I was like, I will never make that guy mad. No, never. And I was like, but to think how mentally tough you have to be.
Right.
One tough motherfucker.
Like to even to break your leg and finish a fight and win.
Right.
Like, wow. Like I'd break my leg and be like,
Somebody give me some gauze.
give me some painkillers.
Somebody find a fucking smart guy that's gonna tell me it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Let me call my mom.
Fuck yeah, guys. Dude, ended it with a nice fight commentary, like
nice
a post game
Right, yeah,
sports
guy
break.
shit.
I like that, man. I'm gonna end it with a different. Today we're gonna end it on this video. This is the video I was talking about, and
Okay.
it's just cool. It's a good choreographed Tyson IP man. That's what it's from.
Oh, I've seen this.
But yeah, dude. Thank you, Matthew. James Kelm.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on here.
Dude, hell yeah. Happy Sunday if you guys are watching this. I think it's Sunday it'll be uploaded. And it's going to take me some time with the cameras. But here we go. Thank you, guys. Peace. Fuck it. We'll commentate on this.
I've never seen this.
It's IP Man was Bruce Lee's
I haven't seen this either.
mentor.
The whole movie.
It's a not completely
Accurate.
fiction. It's not completely accurate, but it's about the guy that trained Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Pretty good kung fu movies.
If he really landed that rip shot,
Yeah.
that'd be over.
It's over.
I don't care how much kung fu you know. I'm gonna get everyone just to be sure. Tell you pass the balloon.
God, I love the creators of this.
Tyson's like the mob boss of this. I'm Super Saiyan.
Listen to me. I'm gonna cut your throat. I'm gonna cut your throat. I'm a boxer. I know what I'm doing.
That's a cruel trick that someone so tough got that voice.
Aw, showing off now.
Oh. That's funny. Apparently when you hit one of these dudes, it sounds like you're hitting a barn door. His great acting skills at work. He's gonna make that expression.
Oh, he's got the bell built into him.
Fight's over.
Vomiting blood.
I've been holding this in for like 3 minutes. You got me good that one time.
My ribs are fucked.
Peace.